was a beautiful, beautiful wedding. And I want to especially thank all of you who have come here, families and relatives and friends. I really want to point out those who have made long trips that are much time and effort and cost. We could not be more grateful for your presence. I understand there's the Hines, if I'm not mistaken, have come from Chicago, and I know that blown in from the Windy City. And on Lindsay's side, my cousin Liza McDonald, who has come in from Los Angeles, and my nephew Matthew Green, his wife Ashley, and the star of the show, Lena Grace. So it really is a great tribute to our family to be able to have people that would go to that effort along with all of you. And I know that Denise and Mark joined Pam and I in that thanks. I also wanted to point out, as was done during the ceremony, that there are two people and others, but the two that I'm going to mention would be Lindsay's grandfather, Ralph, and grandmother, Grace, who have been such an important part of Lindsay's life, and of whose life Lindsay was always such an important part. They are here in spirit, and in recognition of my father's recent passing about 2 months ago, Lindsay and her friends decided to honor his passing with these purple bracelets that recognize the Alzheimer's illness that he had for so many years, and in recognition of all of those who are suffering or have suffered from this terrible illness. It's a very thoughtful thing to do, and I know he would be extremely gratified, Lindsay. Much has changed in the last year and a half since Matt first proposed. I do recall how it all started. Matt cornered me in the kitchen. Actually, I was hunted down by Jackson and Duke, his hunting dogs. He wanted to show me something, and I really wasn't quite sure what he was aiming at. And he opened this little box with a beautiful ring, and I thanked him, and I told him I appreciated it, but really I thought it would be best for Lindsay. And he thought about it, and he agreed too. Since then, Lindsay, you're not the only one whose name has changed. Mine has gone from Richard to Clueless. And I must admit, I have been clueless to all that has been going on. But judging from the quantity and the warp speed of text messages between Lindsay and Pam and Lindsay, back to Denise, back to Pam, a little bit to Matt, but Matt, this thing called the wedding planning. It's sort of like when the wife gives birth, they want you there, but stay out of the way. But it has all come together, and now it's legal. Matt and Lindsay signed the contract in front of the Honorable Judge Tom Sipkins, who has been a longtime friend, and I really appreciated the great job that he did today. And basically it's a no-cut, no-trade, guaranteed, long-term contract. And then it was formalized with the I do, and Matt, I might as well tell you that I do is probably the last time you will say I do today. From here on in, I do changes to I did. Honest. But it has been great to watch you and Lindsay fall in love and grow in love. And if I may be serious for a moment, love is grand. And the grandest thing of all are the weddings. There are several grand, actually. assure you that love is grand, but weddings are expensive. But in all truthfulness, Lindsay, you have always been the beautiful person on the inside that you are on the outside, and you looked beautiful today, and I know you've never been happier. And I can honestly say to Mark and Denise that we could not be more fortunate, more pleased to have Matt as part of our family and to be able to call him a son-in-law. You've done a great job, and we are extremely, extremely gratified that we can be part of your family and that Matt has become part of ours.
Yeah!
It has been said that a good speech has a very short beginning, a very short ending, and very little in between. So I'm going to try to shoot strict right to the toast, and if you will join me, I'm going to preface the toast with a blessing that is one that applies to all of us, and it's one with which I'm familiar. So Lindsay and Matt, may the Lord bless you and keep you, and may his countenance shine down upon you all the days of your life, and may he grant you his most precious gift, the gift of peace, the gift of love. There are no endings, just new beginnings. So please join me in toasting a new beginning to a whole new life to Matt and Lindsay Dvorak.